Welcome back, guys. This is a really exciting vlog for me because we don't get to talk wrestling that often, but we are talking Wrestlemania 42, and I'm joined by Dom, Franks, and Cooper, the Hammer Lyday. I mean, guys, how excited are you going into Wrestlemania 42 this year?
I think it's definitely going to be a great event. They have some real matches I've been anticipating for months now, and I'm excited.
Dom, are you excited?
Yeah, as someone who's been watching wrestling since I was a kid, I mean, a lot of these have backstories going all the way back to when I was a kid. I mean, you have the Cody and Randy fight that's been going on since Cody debuted in 2007 against Randy Orton. And then you have CM Punk versus Roman, who, you know, if you've been following wrestling that long, CM Punk is the one who made the Shield. And it's actually another interesting point because of the fact that instead of Roman Reigns, CM Punk wanted Chris Hero in the Shield instead of Roman Reigns.
I think that makes a lot of sense. If you know CM Punk, he loves the indie wrestlers, and Roman Reigns is kind of just a football player in a wrestler's body. So yeah, I can see why he wanted that. But I want to ask you guys, what is your most anticipated matchup?
I mean, I first got to mention Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, just big, meaty men. But it's going to be crazy. Brock Lesnar, they're at opposite ends of their career. The Beast Incarnate versus this up-and-coming Nigerian giant. I think it's going to be just, even though no championships on the line, it's just everyone's excited just what's going to happen.
It's going to be a real meaty affair for sure. Yeah. Brock Lesnar was gone for the company for a long time because of the lawsuit against him and Vince McMahon and the company, and he's back now, which, you know, there's questions about that. But Obafemi, that is a star in the making. Obafemi, he can cut a promo, he can wrestle, he is a beast physically. I mean, Dom, what do you think about Obafemi?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to call a wrestler the Conqueror, I mean, the only person that you could possibly put in front of him is the Beast Incarnate. Brock Lesnar, in his history at WWE, has defeated the best. He defeated the Streak of the Undertaker. He's defeated John Cena like 20 times in his career, each for like a title or something. And then, yeah, I mean, just putting someone that you want to make as a strong person, someone who has had 5 main roster fights and has not lost a single one. He has won each of them, and each of them have been within 5 minutes. I mean, if you're going to have someone like that, yeah, put him against the Beast Incarnate.
I do want to know, because, you know, a lot of people think that Brock might get the win here because he's the company guy, because they think he's such a beast. Do you think he's going to get the win? And if so, should he get the win?
I think he might get that win there because they're going to be on that first hour ESPN. You know, everyone knows him from UFC. However, I don't think he doesn't need it. There's talks about him retiring in the SummerSlam. It's like John Cena lost before his last match. It didn't affect his legacy. He's a legend either way. I think Obafemi definitely deserves it, and I definitely think it's possible, especially how they showed him coming up. He's dominated Brock Lesnar on the past couple weeks. It's been easy for him. Yeah.
That's fair. And I mean, looking at the company as a whole, do you think Obafemi is the top prospect in the company? Is he the guy that they should build around for the future?
I believe that, you know, for his class, yes, I believe he's the top guy. But in terms of wrestlers in general, I do think there are a couple of guys above him. I mean, Cody Rhodes is still going crazy, even though he's in his older age. A lot of the women are up and coming and have gained fan favorites within those. And I just believe that, yeah, for his class of, let's say, the heavyweights, yeah, I think he is the favorite to, like, carry the company.
That's fair, and I think we should talk about that Cody Rhodes-Randy Orton fight coming up next because there is a lot of history behind it, but also a lot of new stuff, and we have to talk about it. Pat McAfee entering the storyline and saying that 5'5" twinks are wrestling against each other and doing flips and stuff. I mean, what do you guys think about these recent additions to the storyline?
I think the Pat McAfee was a little unnecessary. It made no sense because it was already just a story alone. Mentee versus the mentor, a dude who built himself up. And now Randy Orton's he has not been able to win the World Championship in years. And now he's just relentless, just doing whatever it takes. And then Pat McAfee just, you know, out of nowhere, just, yeah, sure.
And if Pat McAfee is going to join the storyline, I feel like you would want him to join with Cody Rhodes, the entertainer, the sports guy who's in the new media, not Randy Orton, the veteran who's been in the industry forever. Why is he adding some outsider nobody?
Yeah, I mean, celebrities, I mean, calling Pat McAfee a celebrity is true. He is a celebrity, but he's also been around WWE for a long time. He's been announcing for, I believe, 3 or 4 years.
Yes.
I do agree. I think him being on Randy's side is a little bit of a hulag. Because, you know, Randy's been at this for 20 years. He's been in 20 WrestleManias. He doesn't need it. Yeah. I think someone like Cody, yeah, put someone on the face's side. And then maybe, you know, if you want to turn Cody heel, then yeah, that's a good way. You can have him attack Pat McAfee.
That's fair, and also I have to say his commentary, Pat McAfee, one of the worst commentators I've ever heard. I hate him. It's if you put a frat boy on a random commentary, that's what Pat McAfee is on commentary. I do not like it. But let's talk about a fight that I'm a little bit more excited about, another veteran matchup. CM Punk, Roman Reigns. Like you said, Roman wasn't supposed to be in the Shield originally, and it was CM Punk's idea, but he had a long, illustrious career. CM Punk left, built himself back up in AEW. How excited are you guys going into this match?
I'm extremely excited. It's just two amazing wrestlers that just hate each other, bad blood. CM Punk, you like the indie wrestler versus what he now calls the tribal chief schedule. He barely shows up, and then he's just like the company man to CM Punk, and I'm ready to see them just go till they can't.
Yeah, I think this was the easiest match for WWE to set up. I mean, it has a past, it has a history, and then as well as the fact, it's CM Punk, one of the best promo cutters that exists, and there's also the storyline behind it of CM Punk doesn't main event WrestleMania. This is his second ever WrestleMania main event ever. Meanwhile, Roman's done it 11 times.
Main eventing with bums, main eventing with The Rock in a tag match that went on for an hour.
Yeah, bums, for sure. I'm not on Roman's side, but I understand. It's not one that you have to set up. That's plain and simple.
That's fair. And Dom, speaking of a match that you don't really have to set up much, it's kind of just two physical beasts versus each other. I know it's one you're very excited for. Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill. Rhea Ripley is maybe the most viral star in wrestling today, and Jade Cargill is one of the best athletes in pro wrestling right now. And I mean, it's a tight-end matchup. How excited are you guys for that matchup?
Yeah, coming out of AEW, Jade Cargill was the hottest star on the planet. But going on over to Rhea Ripley's side, I mean, she's had 15 title matches since 2023. If any of the women are currently carrying WWE, whether the fans like it or not, I've heard a lot of backlash from it. She is carrying the company right now. And if they decide to give it to Jade again, then I mean, I see that. But if they decide to give it to Rhea, I see that too. Add a 16th to that.
Cooper, I have to ask you, a lot of people say that Jade is a little bit green right now. She's not there in the ring compared to a Rhea Ripley. Do you think that she's going to be able to produce on the biggest stage in this match?
I mean, I think Rhea Ripley, I think she'll carry her. She's like someone in the ring like an AJ Styles. Like they'll help you get a good match. But I still think Jade Cargill has ways to go. And back to Rhea Ripley, I think she's not bad, but she can be compared to like a Roman Reigns in the 2010s, being overly forced. But I feel like sometimes Rhea Ripley, it's more like, it makes more sense because she's just, the people actually want her compared to Roman Reigns back then.
Definitely. And I want to talk about another big women's match on this card, Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan. Stephanie Vaquer has been one of the biggest risers in the company, really maybe the best wrestler on the women's side. It's probably her or Io Sky. I mean, how impressed have you been with Stephanie Vaquer going into this match?
I'm absolutely impressed. I mean, coming out of NXT, she was one of the most popular superstars back to rise up, and she's held the title for over 200 days. So, I mean, she deserves it. I mean, of course, her English isn't that well, but I mean, promo's only one side of the story. I mean, she's a great wrestler. So
maybe your English isn't so well either, Dom.
I mean, maybe not. that is a complaint that a lot of the wrestling community has.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think she is an amazing wrestler. She's absolutely great, and so is Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan can sell a move like anyone else. And by anyone else, I mean like Dolph Ziggler.
She is kind of Dolph Ziggler coded. I mean, I definitely see that comparison, but I want to talk about the other title matches on the card, and the one I want to talk about, my most anticipated match, it's the ladder match for the IC title. I mean, the names you have in that, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, that's a pure wrestling match, and I'm really excited for that. How do you guys feel about that one?
Yeah, I'm excited for the high flying affair. They just threw all the high flyers, and then you just randomly have Rusev in there.
But you got one big guy.
Hey, he can high fly if he really wants to. He got that super kick.
But I'm ready to see Rey Mysterio at his big age, like 55. He's continued to just dominate. But I'm ready to see Penta even though this is the most, like, you don't really know what's going to happen, I think Penta has it to retain.
That's fair. Do you agree? Do you think Penta's going to retain in this match?
I mean, he's 41, so I think it's a little bit different. I mean, he just got into WWE, though, as the company, so I think they'll still put a title on him for a while. But, yeah, I mean, Rey Mysterio was originally meant to be retired by Gunther, but he said he wanted to be retired by his son. So I don't think he's quite going to retire yet. I do think Penta's probably going to get it. Maybe they could put on a young guy like Javon and then move Penta up. But yeah, that's probably what's going to happen in this match.
I'd be a big fan of that. And I want to talk about 2 more matches before we finish up this block. I want to know, what do you guys think about iShowSpeed and Logan Paul wrestling at WrestleMania? I need to know. It's kind of weird, but I want to know.
I think it's, I'm just glad they aren't having it in the title match, or like how they're like inserting Pat McAfee into that. I think it's good they're having it on the first free hour of television. They have some of the younger people who like Speed has showed up a couple times, Royal Rumble last year. I think it's good. I'm kind of excited with what kind of big spot they're going to be, but I'm not too angry at it.
That's fair. Dom, what about you? Do you share those feelings?
I don't love it. I will say, in my personal opinion, as much as I hate Logan Paul as a person, he is an actually decent wrestler. He's a great high flyer. He's a great athlete. We've known this. The other two, don't really like. Austin Theory, I mean, he's a straight wrestler. He's just a wrestler. But yeah, I don't love it.
That's fair. I think Logan Paul, he's definitely athletic. I don't know if he understands the sport as much as I'd want him to, but iShowSpeed, honestly, I get that a lot. I think that he is really, really getting the sport of wrestling, and I'm really excited to see what he has to do. I wish we could spend more time, but they are giving me so many signals. I have to stop talking about WrestleMania. But before we end the show, I have to talk about how this is the final Tuesday night SportsZone of the semester. I mean, I have loved working on this show. It has been absolutely incredible. I don't know about you guys, but everyone on this show has grown so much, and I want to say thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to the talent that's been on camera. I want to say thank you to the crew behind the scenes. I want you guys to just say goodbye to everyone. I want us to have a happy ending to the show because it's been such an amazing experience. And I think that as we see all of the people that have made this show possible, these people are who runs this show. Without them, we couldn't do this. You could replace me in a heartbeat, but these are the heart of the show. Join Steven for the final Thursday show of the week and the final SportsZone of the semester later this week. But that's all I have, and I'll see you guys next semester.